Hello everybody, my name is Faethodas. In this video I'm going to talk to you about one of my all-time favorite items in Titan Quest. It's not only in Titan Quest but actually in every action RPG game out there. And if someone would ask me which items are my top 10 favorite of all the action RPG games that I have played, one of the 10 items, one item on the list would be this one, the Key of Elysium. Now I'm going to talk to you about this item. I will tell you a couple of things and we will see something too. We will try something. This item has very nice stats. It is an axe type of item and the stats are very nice, but they are not the best. It could have better stats, more powerful stats. They are basic stats actually. We get strength points, intelligence, dexterity points, health points, some health regeneration, energy points, a good amount of attack speed and +1 to all skills. These stats are very nice, especially the attack speed and the +1 to all skills. But the rest of the stats could be much better. But it is not a problem. It is still a very nice item, a very powerful item. What is the most amazing thing about this item though is the skill that it gives to the player. The skill is called Ancestral Warrior. It gets activated on attack, but it does not get activated on every attack. For example, let's say that we are going now, starting the game, we are going and hitting our first enemy. It is not guaranteed that if we hit the first enemy, this skill will get activated. There is a chance to get this skill active when we attack enemies. I don't know what is the number of this chance. It is 50%, it is 30%, it is 70%, who knows, I don't know. But the only certain thing is that it gets activated on a chance on attack. Now, what is this Ancestral Warrior? This Ancestral Warrior actually that it summons is this in the Warfare Mastery we get the skill Ancestral Horn. When we activate this skill gives us summons Ancestral Warriors. It's the same warrior as the warrior of this item. These are the warriors, the Ancestral Warriors. Now I used this skill of course to summon the warriors. And with this skill we can have up to 5 summoned warriors at one time. So these same guys are getting summoned by this item also. But as we said before, they are getting summoned on a chance, on attack. And the good thing is this. Now, how many warriors can this item give to the player? This item has a 6-second recharge time, which means from the first second that a warrior is getting activated, then no matter how many times we hit our enemies with the weapon of course, there is no chance for a second warrior to get activated if this 6-second recharge period has not passed, which means we can summon one Ancestral Warrior every 6 seconds. And the lifetime of these warriors is 24 seconds for each one of them, which means that we can have up to 3 Ancestral Warriors summoned by this item with us at any one time, up to 3. Now there is a very small chance that we can see 4 Ancestral Warriors at the same time on the battlefield, but at the moment that the fourth warrior will be summoned, the first warrior that was summoned will go away, because the fourth warrior will be summoned on the 24th second, which means it will be summoned in the last second of the lifetime of the first warrior. And this is happening because we get this item has a 6-second recharge period for this skill to get activated again. So this is a very nice item, because if you play with pets, for example, this is a pet build I have created, the Pet Force build. We saw this build, a build guide some months ago, and this is very nice because while you are with your pets in battle, you use this item to hit your enemies, and there are up to three ancestral warriors be summoned by this item, and imagine that you get 3 ancestral warriors from this item, for example, and if you want, you call your ancestral warriors with this skill, and you get 4 ancestral warriors from this skill, at least at this level that my skill is now. It can call 4 warriors. 4 plus 3 from this item, you go up to 7, and you can have 7 ancestral warriors at the same time on the battlefield. Of course, we can add then the rest of our pets, 3 wolves and 1 silver nymph, at least for this specific build. Now this is happening if we are using 1 key of Elysium. What I wanted to try back then, and I think I also mentioned it on one of the build guide videos about this Pet Force build, was to try and fight a second key of Elysium, equip it to my character, and have at the same time 2 key of Elysium items and dual wielding these 2 items. I wanted to do that because I wanted to try and see if this skill, the Ancestral Warrior, could work for both of the Key of Elysium items. So, I was lucky enough and I found not a second Key of Elysium only, but a third one. And now on my secondary setup, actually this video is also a video update for the Pet Force build. And on my secondary setup, I have, as you can see here, this is the secondary setup. I have 2 Key of Elysium, and on my first setup, primary, I have 1 Key of Elysium and the shield. Now, what I wanted to do, don't ask me where I found these items. I was very lucky. I found this, I don't remember where I found these items actually, but the items drop from enemies that use the same type of items. For example, if you fight some enemies in the first act, second act, third act, no matter where, that are using axes or maces or such type of weapons, they might, when you fight them, they might be using this item against you, and when you kill them, the item will drop to the ground and you will pick it up and go away. So, now, what I wanted to do was to try and see if the Ancestral Warrior skill could work for both of these items, which means if when I hit an enemy with this item activates the skill, it summons 1 warrior, and then when I hit another enemy or the same enemy with this item, if this item too can summon its own warrior. So I get 2 warriors at the same time, 1 from this item and 1 from this item. I wasn't sure if this would work. So I found the items, I made my tests, and now here are the results. The good thing about this trick, let's call it trick, is that it actually works. And this is amazing because When we use this setup, when we use only one key of Elysium, we can have up to 3 ancestral warriors summoned by this item, as we said a few minutes ago. But if we are using the same item in both of our hands, dual wielding, then we can have up to 6 ancestral warriors, because both of these items will summon their ancestral warriors. But this is a good thing. The bad thing is that to be able to summon 6 and to have 6 warriors at the same time in the battlefield, you have to be a bit lucky. Also, you have to fight long battles. If you fight a couple of enemies and they die very fast, you will not see 6 enemies, 6 warriors summoned by these items, because you have to hit and hit and hit your enemies with your weapons, so you get more chances for the weapons to summon the warriors. Let's see here now. As you can see, I hit my enemies, but not even one warrior summoned, because this is not a standard. As we said before, this is a chance. There is a chance to activate this skill. If it was standard, now we would have at least 2 warriors. Oh, there they are, 2 warriors summoned at the same time. One came by one weapon and one came by the other. Now we have 3. Let's go and try to see if we can fight, if we can summon at least 4 or 5. Now we have 2. Let's pick up the gold. We always pick up the gold. Bad luck. 3 warriors. Let's go. More enemies, please. 3 warriors. 4 warriors. Now we are 5 warriors. Haha. 6 warriors, but the 5th. As you saw now, for a second we had 6 warriors. Now we are on the 4, now on the 3. The lifetime of the previous warrior wears off. Now we are on the 4 warriors again. Let's go, come on. 5 and 3. Now we are on the 4 and 3 again. As you can see, we need long battles to be able to have at least 4 warriors summoned. So this setup with these 2 Key of Elysium items is very good if you fight against tough enemies and the battles are long enough for the items to be able to summon many warriors. But these guys are going to kill me now and I don't like it. But very often we can have 3 warriors at least. Let's try once again. Three warriors. Now we have 4, but now we have 3, 2. My resistances are not very good, so I have to use some strategy here. Now we have only 1 warrior. Now we are on the 2 warriors. Only 3. Again 3, come on. Let's summon the skill, the warriors from the skill. Now we have 4 warriors plus the ones that are summoned by the items. I don't know how many warriors are on the battlefield now. 1, 2, 4. The warriors from the skill have gone. The skill has ended. So now we have 2 warriors. So as you can see, guys, this thing actually works if we can have 2 items, dual wielding this item. Then we can have up to 6 warriors running with us. And this is not a very often event. We have usually 3 to 4 warriors because the battles are not very tough. They do not last very long. This is why we get up to 3 or 4 warriors most usually. But it works. The method works. If we have 2, we can double our warriors with a bit of luck. So this is the reason why this item is one of my top favorite items in all action RPG games that I have played. And this is the video. Now let's imagine this image. You have your wolves, 1, you have your silver nymph. Let's summon 1 more wolf. And we can summon 1 more wolf, but it will take a bit. Let's go kill somebody. I see two monsters. Summon 1 more wolf. And on top of that, imagine you have your 3 wolves, 1 silver nymph, 6 ancestral warriors by these 2 items, plus 5 summon ancestral warriors by this skill. 5 plus 6, 11, plus 3, 14, and plus the silver nymph, you can have 15 pets on the battlefield. But this is the most extreme situation. Maybe you could have this number of pets if you would play multiplayer and the battles were tough and they would last very long enough for these 2 items to be able to summon 3 ancestral warriors this one and 3 ancestral warriors this one. So this is an amazing feature. Let's call it a feature, or maybe let's call it combination in this game with these 2 items. Of course, you don't have to play a pet build with this item. You can play whatever build you want to play, but you will have to use the dual wield function in the game because you have only characters that dual wield can use 2 weapons at the same time, in both hands actually. So this is it, guys, for this video. This is also a little update for my Pet Force build. After some months I finally was able to update this build a little bit by finding, equipping these 2 items and making some decisions on the build. So now I have 2 setups for this character. The one setup is 1 key of Elysium and the shield, and the other is 2 key of Elysiums. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, I will answer very soon. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to stay updated with more videos, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye for now.